Welcome to Netriple's Medical Health Center. This is a lifetime license software and it works on any Windows operating system like Windows 7 or 10 or any Linux systems from Windows 2014 onwards. There is no monthly or annual subscription and you are the owner for full version and all of software is installed in your system. This software comes from an established organization with over 2 decades of services, and this software is in use in over 20 countries worldwide with over 10,000 clients and growing. For download the software, first we have to go through our website and click on that product which you want to buy and click on buy now. Or you can buy from Amazon, Flipkart, Snapdeal or Paytm also. If you are international customer, so you can convert price into USD, and if you want to get a CD, so click on add CD shipping charges. Then click on buy now. After that we have to add all details on the buy now page and select any payment gateway, or you can click on generate invoice for online payment. You will get a checkout page. Click on checkout, you will get a payment page. And after giving payment, the message will be coming for download the software in link or your email also. Click on that link and download it. After downloading the software or when you get CD or DVD version, you will have a zip folder. Extract the file at a location in your system and open the folder to locate installation guide. Please follow all 3 steps one after another in order of 1, 2 and 3 steps for successful installation of software. First step for checklist before installation. Second step for SQL Server installation guide. And third for product installation guide. Now I am going to take you through the software to show how easily you can operate the software. After installation, you will find a desktop icon, and on click, you will get a screen to create an administrator who will have complete rights on all process of screens. You can set up an ID and password here and remember it for login anytime later. Now I am right here username, ID and password. Give the permission for that user and click OK. Details are saved. You can write here organization details. Write the organization details. Select logo of your organization. And click OK. Details are saved. Write a user ID and password and log in it. Now go to the setup administration and control. Log in it using ID and password. You can now add additional users, doctors, specialties, lab tests or investigations in each of the setup screens as you find in the setup and administration as shown in the screen here. Here you can add user details. You can add here a new user. Here you can set up corporate company. Here you can set up insurance company details. Here you can set up laboratories. Here you can set up investigation or test. Here you can set up specialties details. Here you can set up doctors or consultant details. Here you can set up ward details. Here you can set up patient services details. Here you can set up insurance contact details. Here you can set up consultation charges details of doctor. Select one of the doctor name, give the required charges. You can select for the outpatient general, inpatient corporate and outpatient corporate also. You can add here duration also for general and corporate patient. Here you can set up the reference doctor commission details. Here you can set up the packages for inpatient and outpatient. Here you can back up your data or increase into separate locations or in CD, portable drive or pen drive anytime, periodically, off, weekly, monthly, 3 months or yearly, so that you can restore them back later when you want it. Here you can set up the configure SMS and email details. All screen in the software will have add, update, search, print and quit, so that you can update and patient data anytime based on user permission. Now go to main screen. Now go to the setup patient appointment. Now I will show you how to set a patient appointment when they call you or visit you. For example, if patients want to take an appointment at 8:30 p.m. slot, you can do as I show you now. First, check the schedule of doctor and set up the appointment duration, which can take 10 to 20 minutes or more based on the specialty of doctor. Then you can pick 8:30 p.m. row in the table and double click to add the patient name. Now we have 6 appointment. If you want to edit, you can double click the same row and edit it to the changes as when you want to do it. Here you can search the patient details. Now I will show you how to register a patient. Firstly, you need to select a category which can be general, corporate or insurance patient based on the payment mode. Secondly, you need to enter patient details based or bring the patient appointment based patient here and add all minimum and add the minimum entries can shown here, or else if you want you can add all details in the screen now or later. You can give the patient details here. You can add the patient image also. Give the personal information, consulting information and development information and save it. Details are saved. You will get print of this report here. After registration, I am taking you for e-prescription from doctor. This can be used by doctor on his laptop or desktop, and all registered patients will be available to the doctor in case you are in lab environment. Now the doctor can advise patient the medicine test and also can write some brief on his diagnosis. After prescription, you can do the details and click on add. Details are saved. You will get print of this report here. Using this screen, you can cancel the consultant details here. Using this screen, you can give the investigation order to the outpatient. You will get print of this report after giving the investigation. Here you can give the patient services to the outpatient. Select the patient name, give the investigation name or service name and save it. Details are saved. You will get print of this report here. Here you will get outpatient cycle report. Select one of the patient name. You will get outpatient consultation report, investigation report, service report and pharmacy report also. In inpatient management, in inpatient search, here you can search the inpatient details. Here you can register the inpatient. You can add the ward allocation information, there is patient history, consulting information and development information also. You can use the patient image also here. After giving the information of that patient, click on add. Details are saved. You will get print of this report here. In patient prescription, here doctor can give the prescription to the patient. In ward management, in patient bed transfer, using this screen you can transfer the bed of the patient. Select the patient name, give the ward number and save it. Here you can search the bed occupancy. In manage doctor visit, here you can register the doctor visit for the inpatient. Select the patient name, give the consultant name and save it. Using this screen, you can cancel the doctor visit to the patient. Here, you can give the investigation to the patient. Here, you can give the services to the patient. this screen you can estimate the bill of the inpatient. Select the patient's name and estimate the bill. Here you can manage the IP inpatient discharge details. Here the screen is used for the bill preparation of the inpatient. Using this screen you can give the discharge summary to patient. You will get print of this report here. In inpatient cycle report, here you will get the cycle report of the inpatient. Investigation. In Cashier Management, here you can manage the outpatient payment. Select the patient name. You can give here the catheter bill, service bill, investigation bill, and pharmacy bill. After adding payment, click pay. You will get print of this report here. Here you can give the investigation template to the outpatient and investigation inpatient. The normal wells and save it. Details are saved. You will get print of this report here. Here you can merge the investigation report of the patient. Select the patient name, select the report and print it. You will get a print of this report here. In pharmacy management, in central pharmacy, login it using ID and password. Here you can manage the location. You can add the location name of drug. Here you can manage the drug details. Here you can manage the supply details. Here you can manage the pharmacy list. Here you can manage purchase order details. Here you can manage the receiving with or without purchase order details. Here you can manage the supplier payment. Here you can manage issue details. Here you can manage the sales or rights bill. You can select the barcode of drug. Select batch number, give the number of pack and click on add to grid. Select the patient type and give the patient details. And click on bill. Details are saved. You will get print of this report here. Manage the pending bills. Here you can clear the pending bill of the patient. Here you can manage the sales returns of the patient. Here you can manage the purchase returns of the supplier. Here you can manage the issue returns. Here you can search the drug details. Here you will get the all summary reports. Here you can manage the report header. You can edit here. Here you can set up new user or configure SMS email details. Here you can set up opening balance. Here you can back up your data. Now go to main page. In client pharmacy, Log in it using ID and password. In manage indent, here you can add details of the indent for drug. Here you can manage receiving detail. Here you can manage sales or rice view. Select the barcode. The batch number. Give the number of pack. Click on add to grid. Select the patient type and give the patient details. Click on bill. Details are saved. You will get print of this report here. Here you can manage the sales returns of the patient. Here you can search the drug details. Here you will get all summary reports. Here you can manage the pending bill of the patient. You can clear the pending bill. Here you can add the issue returns of the Here you can set up your password. Now go to main page. In HR management, here you can add the qualification name. Here you can add the employee name, employee type name. Here you can add the designation name. Here you can add the department name and details. Here you can add the leave type name and details. Here, using this screen, you can register the email employee. You can add the detail of the employee, personal details. Salary details. Next of kin. Remuneration revision details and the living details. Here you can add the leave request entry of the employee. Here you can add the air ticket entitlement detail. You can submit from this form for financial approval. Here you can save the air ticket entitlement pending approval of the employee. You can give the approval status for that employee. Here you can manage the offer letters of the employee. You can add the details of employee remuneration detail, personal, particular detail and next of kin. Here you can add the end of service benefit of the employee. You can give the employee details, salary calculation detail, outstanding leave calculation detail, indemnity detail, tickets detail and deduction detail. Here you can manage the attendance of the employee. Here you can change the status of the employee. Here you can generate the pay slip. Here you will get all summary reports of HRM. In finance management, login it using ID and password. In setup administration, here you can set up the categories. In create company, here you can create a new company. You can register the details. Here you can create a general ledger. You can set up the general ledger. Give the details and save it. Here you will get the chart of account. You will get the account information. Here you can create a purchase a new order. Here you can add the receiving material detail. Here you can enter the vendor bills. Here you can add the purchase returns detail. In finance material, here you can create a sales invoices. Here you can enter the sales details. You can enter the customer invoices. Here you can add the sales returns details. In voucher entries, in enter voucher, here you can enter the voucher details. Select the company name, cost center, voucher type, get the account type of record details, get the sub account of general ledger account name, get the hospital bill details, get the patient category, get the details, check the ID. Then click on add to grid. Click save. Details are saved. You will get print of this report here. In debit entries, here you can add a debit entries. Select department name, cost center, debit type, give the record details, give the account type, sub account of general ledger account name, give the amount and click on add to grid. Click save. Details are saved. You will get print of this report here. In credit entries, here you can add the credit entries. Give the department name, cost center, credit type, account type, sub account of general ledger account name. Give the narration and amount. Click add to grid and save it. Details are saved. You will get print of this report here. In funds management, in bank receipts, you will get the bank receipts within this screen. Here you will get the bank receipts reconciliation. Here you will get cash receipts. Here you will get the cash receipts reconciliation. In funds transfer, using this screen you can transfer the funds. In assets management, in create fixed assets, here you can create a fixed assets. You can add the details and save it. In fixed asset maintenance, here you can maintain the fixed asset details. Here you can add the fixed asset depreciation. In set up budget and control, here you can set up the category, budget category. Here you can set up budget planning. In backup manager, here you can back up your data. In user creation, here you can create a new user. In reports module, in balance sheet, you will get the balance sheet here. Select account name and you will get print of this report here. In profit and loss statement, you will get a profit and loss statement here. Here you can print the trial balance. Select department name. You will get print of this report here. Using this screen, you can close the account. Now go to main page. In application setup, here you can set up the application detail. You can edit here. In Pediatrics module, in child growth, here you can add the child growth and development chart. In neonatal, here you can add the details of the neonatal assessment. Here you can add the immunization detail. Here you can add the vaccination due date alerts. Here you will get the medical history of the child. In Dentos, login it using my ID and password. Here you can register the new patient for general and corporate patient. In search module, you can search the details of the patient. Here you can exit or log off the screen. In setup administration, in admin module, login it using ID and password. Here you can set up the users, new users. Here you can set up specialties details. Here you can set up dentist details. Here you can set up corporate companies details. Here you can set up surgeries details. Here you can set up services details. And here you can set up in email and SMS configuration details. In inventory module, login it using ID and password. You can add the details for fixed asset, current asset and consumable asset also. Here you can add the item details. Here you can add the vendor details. Here you can add the purchase order details. Here you can add the receiving with or without purchase order details. Here you can search the receiving history. Here you can add the discard item details. Here you can search the stock detail. Here you can add the opening balance detail. You can select from this inventory type. In activities, for appointments, you can add the appointment detail here. Here you can give the details of the diagnosis. Here you will get the appointment with billing. You can give from here. This also for without appointment with billing. Using this screen, you can search the recalls. In report module, here you will get all summary reports. Just I show for list. Click preview. You will get summary report here. In voluntary blood bank, login it using ID and password. In setup in administration module, here you can set up components or their name details. Here you can set up the component combination details. Here you can add the types of the hospital. Here you can set up the hospital or SAT center details. Here you can set up the types of blood bank. Here you can register the other blood bank details. Here you can set up the types of blood bag. Here you can set up the blood discard reason detail. Here you can set up the blood storage detail and inventory or storage location details. Here you can set up the reagents details. Here you can set up and register the medical officer details. Here you can set up the phlebotomist detail. Here you can set up the types of organization of donor detail. Here you can set up the types of organization communication details. Here you can set up the representative of organization name. Here you can set up the mobile station name or vehicle type. Here you can set up the ISBT barcode detail. Here you can set up the configuration of SMS and email detail. Here you can set up the type of donation detail. Here you can set up the donor classification name and detail. Here you can set up the blood unit request category detail. Here you can set up the blood unit request subcategory detail. In donor registration management, in donor registration, here you can add a donor registration detail. You can add a donor detail. Here you can search the deferred donor search. Here you can search the donor detail. Here you can add the prospective donor detail. In immunohematology, here you can add the details of that. Here you can screening the blood of the patient donor. In component management, in component preparation, here you can prepare the component. Here you can shift to inventory or add a detail. Here this screen is used for the blood requisition. In cross matching, here you can cross matching of the sample. Here you can add a detail of the blood unit issues to patient. Here you can record the transfusion data. Here you can reserve the cross match blood unit by blood unit issues. In blood bank unit, you can add as a credit payment. In blood discards, using this screen, you can discard the blood unit or issue the reactor data. In finance and billing, here prepare bill for the patient. You can issue the refunds here. Here you can pay the credit status or record payment. In returns, here you can record the blood unit returns. In blood inventory management, here you can add the blood unit stock search. You can search the details. Here you can search the blood unit stock statement. Here you can search the blood unit issues. Here you can search the expired stock status or alert screen. Here you can save the blood unit quality checking. In empty blood bank, here you can search the empty blood bank daily quality checking. Here you can register the hemophilia patient's details. You can add here. In vendor management, in transaction, here you can save the release purchase orders. Here you can save the received items. Here you can record the item issues. Here you can record the purchase returns. Here you can add the record issue returns details. In all inventory reports, you will get the all summary report here. In master, here you can set up the manufacturer name. Here you can set up the item category and details. Here you can set up the subcategory detail of item. Here you can set up the items details. Here you can set up the vendors or supplier detail. Here you can set up the vendors or supplier detail. Here you can set up the department in work bank. In donor recruitment, here you can register the organization. Here you can add the details of record mobile session. Here you can add the details of camp location visit. Here you can add the details of the camp schedule. Here you can add the details of the camp completion data. Here you can add the mobile reports. You will get mobile reports here. In reports module, here you will get all summary reports of blood bank or MIS report. In utilities management, in security, here you can set up the new user. Here you can set up the password. Here you can add the details of configuration and installation settings. Here you can back up your data. Now go to main page. In reports module, here you will get all summary reports. This type shows for investigation rate. Click preview. You will get the summary report here. Thank you for watching this video. Please note you can get free training anytime at your convenience for you or your staff by calling on 9666999800 or 9666999885 or send an email request. Thank you.